Lumetric color and scope is one of the essential parts when it comes to color correction or color grading. It helps you as an editor to correct and to grade your colors or your video when it comes to colors. So we are going to delete our keyframes here. So we have our video back to default. So we have to look for Lumetric color and scope. So now I can see mine here, but in case you can't, you go to Windows, you switch on Lumetric color. But I can see my Lumetric scope is not active. You can't see the tick beside it. So I have to switch it on. So I've switched my Lumetric scope on, and you can see. So color is made up of red, green, and blue, which is the RGB. RGB. When you hear anything RGB in video editing, it's red, green, and blue. So the main component of color in editing is red, green, and blue. You blend the rest as secondary colors to make your work stand out. With a blend of orange with red, you get a good color you need, and we'll go into details as part of the project color corrections, so you know how to color grade your video and how to make your video outstanding. So you can see our red in this video is very high, so you can see a whole lot of red in it, and this orange is similar to red, so the orange is somewhere here, and then the red, everything is here. So Lumetric scopes gives you a scope of the RGB you have in your video. But Lumetric color gives you the opportunity to color correct all your video. So to do that, either you switch your workspace, which I taught in the previous lesson, to colors or color, and then you can get all the components you need to color grade. Or in your editing panel, you switch on the Lumetric color, and then you can do all that you need to do here as well. So with this, you can change the temperature. So I can move it to blue, and you can see the red is dropping in the scope, and then the blue is taking charge of it. You can see the blue is coming, it has hit on top of it. You should make sure you don't get one color hitting on top of it, on top of your scope. If it does, that means that color is is too much, so you have to decrease it a bit. So you can see I work within this, and then I want to move my tints a bit because it's a documentary. I want it to look like a normal cool warm day. So I'll move my saturation, and saturation helps you to expose all the colors in your video. So every color, black, blue, green, yellow, all the color you have, it exposes the color in an even way. So I'll move my saturation a bit. Exposure gives you brightness. So this is a hot afternoon. Brightness, I can decrease it to make it like the sun was not up at that time. So but I can increase it to for you to see it's a daytime afternoon shot, something like this. And this tells that it's an afternoon shot. So you can, with color grading, you can decide how you want your audience to see a particular shot, though you even shot it in the morning. So it all depends on you, but you should have that concept in mind before you do your shooting. So you can decrease the white, you can increase your white, you can change the black a bit, and then this is the basic corrections you can do. You can work around it and see how it fits. If you don't know, you just click on auto and automatic. Adobe Premiere Pro will do an auto color grading for you, and then you can go on. There's creative, which helps you to do some advanced color grading. There's curves, that helps you to do some advanced color grading, and we will look at how you can use all those for your color grading section when it comes to editing your documentary. You can also do a face detection and detect how you can smooth a face a bit. It's not advanced if you are not shooting 4K and those detailed shots, but if you are shooting a normal shots, you can also do this face detection and even color match other grading you have access to. So in case you've watched a documentary and you like the grading, which has to do with the colors, you can do a color match to it and you can compare the view, and then you can copy the color grading they did on that documentary, and we'll look at that in the project color correction. And here you can do more of selective color grading. You can do a whole lot of them with this, and then you can also go ahead and do some midpoint, rounded, can feather some few things, and basically your color should be outstanding for you as a video editor. And these are the internal color grading system for you by Adobe Premiere Pro. But you can import a LUT that helps you to not go through the basic color grading from scratch. So for you to do that, you can see import LUT. So you click on it, the none, and then you see browse, and then you can browse where you have those LUTs, and then you select the one you think will be okay, and then you apply it to your video. And if you does, it's going to give you a rough color grading they did, and then you can customize it because it's going to move all your settings here into the settings of that LUT, and then you can adjust it as you want as a video editor. And we will go into details as well. And then also you should have access to this LUT. I have few ones, and then you can have access to them as a video editor to help you edit your documentary and any other project that you are working on. So basically that's the color grading aspect that has to do with Lumetric color. But don't forget, we moved some few settings here. Let's now look at our effect control. If you look at our effect control, you can see under the video section, you can see Lumetric color. That means the settings we did automatically, effect control can recognize it as part of the properties of the video file. But in case we do not need it, you can click on the FX, and then our color grading we did will switch off. And if you switch it on, you will have your color grading back. So as a video editor, you can do this kind of orange color grading for your documentary, and that will be perfect for you. Don't forget, you need to advance yourself and learn more. There's a lot that you have to learn to do proper grading system for a documentary. But for the purpose of this training, this is where I will take you to, as far as I know, Lumetric color, and we will go into color grading when we are working on our project. So Lumetric color and then its scopes guide you as an editor to do color grading.